Hey guys, it's InsiderCraft Studios here, aka MCSL7 here, making my review of Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD for the Nintendo Switch. So, I'm not even really going to say too much. I'll just launch in with my personal story. And before I get into this review, I just want to say it right now. This review is going to be kind of biased. Look, I grew up with Banana Blitz, and yes, I know there's a bounty out for me, but that's just how things were. I grew up with Banana Blitz, and this was one of the first games I ever played, and it was a really fun experience. And to see this game get remade was really cool. I was a little nervous, but it's out now. It's been out for a while, and well, let's see how it holds up. So I'm going to talk about presentation first and graphics. Presentation wise, it's pretty much Banana Blitz again, but just remastered. And that's what you gotta keep in mind. This is not a remake of Banana Blitz, but rather a remaster. Mainly because there isn't really anything different. We'll get into that later. But graphics wise, it looks pretty good. When I saw early images for the game before it came out, I was really hoping they would do something a lot better, considering I was scared because they looked even worse than the Wii one. But they did end up fixing this in the end for the final release. It looks great on the TV. Handheld mode, it looks a little duller, but it's really not that big of a change. It looks fine on handheld mode anyways. And next we'll go into the story. I'm gonna just skip over it. Simply put, this pirate takes his banana and you gotta go get it. Literally no story. Whatever though. Gameplay wise is where things get better. A lot better. Monkey Ball is pretty much one of the most simplest concepts out there. You are a monkey inside of a ball and you have to roll the ball into the goal. And you may have to deal with occasional stage hazards and stuff like that. Or stuff like that. You see it on screen. You pretty much roll through these ball rolling courses to get your ball through the goal. It's really, really simple stuff. Essentially, it's really, really, really fun. Anyone who has played these games will definitely tell you that the gameplay is really fun. With Banana Blitz, they added the additional option to jump. Essentially, pressing the A button allows you to jump. And yeah, it's not like Monkey Ball ever needed jumping, but cool regardless. It is using level design pretty well, and yada yada yada. There's also other stuff like mini games as well, which have their own unique gameplay, but not really doing much for me. We'll get into that a little later. So gameplay wise, it's Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz, but this time without one thing. You can't use motion controls. Pretty much Banana Blitz's main flaw that I've heard is the motion controls. And in the Switch version, at least from what I've seen, there is no way to use motion controls. You have to use the stick. Which is really bizarre considering they could do a one-handed Joy-Con sort of thing where you can just tilt the Joy-Con and whatever. I don't know why they don't have this in there. Maybe they do have it in there and I haven't noticed it, but you pretty much have to play with the stick. And that gets us into the controls. And the controls of this game are good, but there is one thing I will say. There are times where I think I have jumped, but when I press the A button, sometimes the monkey does not jump and I end up dying. I don't know why this is. Maybe it's just because I'm tapping the A button too lightly, but sometimes it feels like when I press the A button, it does not respond and I end up falling. Really not cool, Sega. But whatever. Gameplay and the controls are pretty good overall. And now we get into the content, and this is where things kind of start to go down. This game has 8 worlds, essentially. 8 worlds with 8 stages each. And it's definitely a good amount, but for a game in 2019, this is not a lot at all. This is the same stage count as that in the original Banana Blitz from 2006. Yes, there are 2 extra worlds, but those are extra worlds. They have 9 stages each, and don't get me wrong, you can definitely get a good amount of playtime, but when I got the game, it took me I beat it in hours. I don't know exactly how long, but I can speculate it might only take you around like maybe 3 hours to beat the game if you're good at it. And that's pretty much it for the main gameplay. You have time attack mode as well, but you also have party games, which is something that's been a staple in the Monkey Ball series. Now, for those who have played the original Banana Blitz, we definitely know that the mini games were more quantity over quality. And in this remake, they only have 10 mini games instead of 50 mini games. And this time, they're alright. I haven't played all of them, but from what I've played, they're fine. I mean, there's really nothing else to them. They're basically mini games and nothing really else. Now you think I'd be going over the assumption that this game is $60, but it's actually $40, so it is a lot more cheap, but I don't even know if this game really qualifies for $40 either. I feel like this game is more $30 than $40. I feel like this game is just a little too expensive. I mean, I still got it because, Monkey Ball, and just having Monkey Ball on my Switch would be awesome. But I will definitely say right now, I really wish there was more content. I just wish they had more levels. Like, seriously, more levels could go a long way. But they didn't do that, so it does kind of push the content of this game kind of down. And we also have the soundtrack. Now, the soundtrack in this game isn't too bad, but I don't know why they changed certain songs in this game. I thought the original game soundtrack was good enough. Okay, I won't even say good enough. It was actually pretty good. It had a good soundtrack. The original did, but now, the HD version has some good music, but lots of it's changed with other tracks from other Monkey Ball games. Some of them are still in there, but most of the music is not the same as it was in Banana Blitz, which is really weird. I don't know. And it's not my favorite. It's not as good as it used to be, so soundtrack-wise, I will give points to the original, but the remake, not doing it for me. And into the final thoughts. Final thoughts-wise, this is a good Monkey Ball game. I know I got kind of negative at the end there, but this is a fun Monkey Ball game. It's really something fun. If you want to get into the Monkey Ball series, try this one. Try this one so that way your expectations can be kind of low, and then you play the original Monkey Ball games, and those games are a lot better, so you'll be blown away. Seriously, this game is fine. It's nothing really, really groundbreaking, and it is a pretty bland game, all things considered. It does have a few control issues, and there isn't much content, but it's a fun game, damn it. It's just Monkey Ball, so you're bound to have some fun. And it's really accessible to pretty much everyone. So if you want to play Monkey Ball and you want it on your Switch, well, this is the way to go. And would I recommend you buy this if you already own Banana Blitz? Well, it really depends. If you didn't like Banana Blitz, do not even try for this one, because it's literally nothing. There's nothing more to this remaster than the original had. And would I recommend it if you liked Banana Blitz? Only if you like playing on the game in handheld mode with a control stick rather than motion controls. That's what I would say. So, in my score, I'm going to give this game a 7 out of 10. I would even maybe possibly put it at a 6.5, possibly. It's definitely around there, because this game isn't bad, but it's a lot of fun, but there's just not a lot you can do with it, and other things that just push it down. So I'm going to leave it at a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and agreed. Peace.
It's showtime! Did you enjoy the show? Well, time for the highlight.